Hello everyone, my name is Shreya and you're watching Language Fluent. Hallo alle, ich heiße Shreya und heute lernen wir über du und sie. So today we are going to learn about du and sie. Now we all know that du and sie come under personal pronoun. So du and sie both mean you. So now what is the difference? Unlike English, do and sie, for example in Hindi we say aap or tu, that is formal and informal. Similarly in German, du represents informal you and sie represents the formal you. So we don't have to compare this with English at all, because in English for formal as well as informal, for both the situations we use you, but in Hindi or Marathi we use aap or tu. Similarly it is the same thing. Du for informal, that is tu, and sie for formal, that is aap. Now important part, when should we use the du and when should we use the sie? So now we'll understand the different situations in which we are supposed to use du and sie. Okay, so now how do we know when to use du and when to use sie? For that we'll look at the Gründe, that is reasons, the different situations in which we are supposed to use du and the situations in which we are supposed to use sie. Now let's begin with du. So du, as we know, it's an informal you. It's an informal you. So we will use du when we are talking with our friends, because we know them. We are not new to them. So we'll use du. Then second, same, we know our family, we live with them, so it is an informal scenario. So when we are talking with our family, we use du. Then when we are talking to some kid, some children, so usually children are not older to us, so we will use du. So these are the situations in which talking with friends, talking with family, children, and basically any person you know, you talk using du. Okay. Now when do we use sie? That is the formal you. Okay. So first, to show respect. For example, we are in a meeting and we are talking with our boss. We can't use tu. We have to use aap, right? So for that we have to use sie. So to show respect, or you're talking to an older person. Obviously if anyone is older to us, we have to be polite, we have to show respect, so we use sie. We can't talk with our grandparents like tu aja, right? We have to use aap aja, aap baithiye, aap khaiye. We will never say tu kha le. Right? We can't even imagine using these statements for someone who is older to us, or if he or she is our boss, etc. So, to show respect, polite form, which is interrelated, respect and polite form. Talking to an older person, as I said, with our grandparents, with like our boss, with someone we don't know. The last situation, talking with a stranger. For example, we are walking on the road and we meet someone. So our first like when we talk with them for the first time, we will not use ki tu. We have to use the polite form, because we don't know the person, we don't know their age, we don't know his position, etc., etc. So we have to use the formal form, the polite form, the respectful form, that is sie. Okay, so these were the situations where we know when to use du and when to use sie. Now next, as we all know, in German while forming sentences, each verb gets conjugated according to the personal pronoun. So now we will learn what is the conjugation for du and for sie. Okay, so these are the personal pronoun and we are talking about du and sie. Now ich, du, it is you, er is sie, he, she, it, wir, we, ihr, y'all, you all, that is plural, sie, they and you. Now most of us get confused because there is 1, 2, 3 these. But if you look at it properly, this is a capital S. So whenever you see sie with capital S, obviously leaving the part if it comes in the beginning of the sentence, but if it is in the middle of some sentence and you see this capital S-I-E, then it means the formal sie, that is the formal you. So then it doesn't mean they, this sie, or it doesn't mean she, this sie. So this is an important part. Now conjugation. Okay, so we'll take the verb kommen, that is to come. Now let's see at the conjugations. For ich, we know ich, komme, I. Du, informal, du, kommst, st, kommst, er ist sie, kommt, wir, kommen, that is the infinitive form, ihr, kommt, again T, and sie, like they and you both have the same conjugation, the formal you. It's same like we, kommen. Okay, so now let's look at some sentences so that we get a clearer idea. So, woher kommst du? St. Kommst. Woher kommen Sie? Ihnen. The infinitive form. Was spielst du? Was spielen Sie? Then, du wohnst in Berlin. Wohnst. Du. Du, st. Sie wohnen in Berlin. Wohnen. Ihnen. Okay? So, these were the sentences. So, this is how we use the du and sie. You will understand better with these sentences. So, that's it. So, today we learned about the difference between du and sie. Both mean you, but how do we use it in different situations? That is like Hindi, aap or tu. So, 3 important things to keep in mind: when to use du, when to use sie, the situations. How to not get confused with the 3 Z's, that is the capital letter Z, which is our concern, the formal one, and the other 2 Z's, which means she and they, and the third one, the conjugations, st, en, when like st for du and en for z. So I hope you all understood this difference and I hope you all had fun. Thank you so much for your attention. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. See you next time. Cheers!